Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn how to set up a virtual environment and install Django, which is a Python web framework. Let's first understand what is virtual environment. A virtual environment is a tool that enables us to create isolated Python environments where we can install packages and dependencies without affecting the system-wide installation. We will start by installing and setting up a virtual environment using the popular package manager pip. Then we will install Django within the virtual environment, which will allow us to develop and test Django applications without affecting our system installation. By the end of this video, we will have a clear understanding of how to create and use virtual environments to develop Django applications. Now let's go to our screen to see the detail. Let's create a folder where we want to create our project. Put the folder name as Django Crash Course. You can put any name that you want. Now let's open our VS Code editor. From the file option, let's open the folder that we have created right now. Select the folder. And let's close this window. Go to the terminal. Then from here, we select the command prompt. Now we are going to create the virtual environment. To create the virtual environment, we first need to select the folder where we want to create the virtual environment. Now, as we can see, we are in the folder Django Crash Course. And now let's create a virtual environment. So here, to create the virtual environment, we need to put the command here python -m venv, then put the environment name. Our environment name we are putting here env. Any name you can put, so I am putting here env. So still it's creating folder already created. So done. Let's go to the folder. Here we can see there are few folders created already, and there is one folder naming as script. So now just we need to activate our virtual environment. To activate our virtual environment, in the command prompt we need to run this activate.bat, this one. So for that we need to go to this directory. To go to this directory, we need to put under cd, means change directory, then env. Again we are putting cd, then scripts. Now put the command activate. After hitting the enter, you will see here we will see there is a change. Let's put enter. See, now we are in the virtual environment directory. Now we will install the Django. So to install the Django, we need to put the command pip install Django. It will take a few seconds more. Okay, the Django have been installed here. Now what we need to do, we need to create a project. So to create a project, we need to go to the root directory. For that one, put cd dot cd dot. So now we are in the directory Django crash course. Here now we are in the environment, virtual environment. So now to create the project, we need to put the command Django admin start project. Django -admin start project. Start project, then the project name. So I'm putting the project name here as EC. Let's minimize this. EC space dot, enter. Now we can see our project have been created, EC, and in this project folder, the Django itself created some Python files which will be used during our project development. Now let's run our server and check whether our project is running or not. To run the server, we need to put the command python manage.py run server. Hit enter. So it's giving us HTTP. So here we can press the control button and click on this link, or we can copy this link and put in a browser. So let's press control and click on this link. Here we can see our Django project have been created and it's running properly. It means as this window appears, it means our Django project have been successfully created. Now let's do some functionalities to understand how Django works. Every Django project have at least one app, so we need to create one app first. Our project is running. Let's stop the project. To stop the project, we need to put our cursor in the terminal window and then press Ctrl C. Then our server will stop, our project will stop. Then to create the app, now we need to put the command python manage.py start app, then the app name python manage.py start app. followed by the app name. Here I am putting the app name as app and press enter. So our app is created here. We can see app is already created here, and inside the app we have several Python files, views, models, apps, admins, like this. Inside the app we create one folder, and the folder name is template. We create another folder inside the template, and we put the folder name is app. Inside the app we create one HTML file, index.html. Inside the HTML we take one h1 tag and write something here. Welcome to tech. So let's save it. Now in the views.py we create one function here, div. We put the function name as home. Request, then we return render. Request, app, index.html. Okay. Now we create one new file, urls.py, inside the app. Now we go to our project, EC project. Here we have another URL file. Let's copy this part from here, go to URLs inside the app, paste it here. We remove this line, copy this line. Actually here we don't need this, only one line. Here we can keep it blank, and here we need to put views dot home, and the name equals to home. So we need to import the views from root directory. We write down here from dot import views. Okay, fine, let's save it. One thing we forgot to do, that every time when we create app, then we need to define it in the settings. Let's go to settings.py. Here, let's make it bigger. Installed apps. Django by default giving this app here. So as we have created one app, so we need to include that one here also. App. Save it. Now let's understand something, that when we start our project, then how it works. It goes to settings.py first and it checks all the settings that have been given here. After that it goes to urls.py and it checks what URLs have been given here. Here by default the admin URL is all here, but here one more URL you should have, and the URL is let's copy the above one and then put blank. Then here we need to put include app dot URLs. Need to include this one. Django.urls import include. Fine. Save it. So now this will check the URLs from here. So which URL it's need to go, and it checks and find that need to go to the app.urls. Here in app we have one more URL. After coming here it checks this URL. So here it shows find that we have a view, a home function inside the view. So then it goes to view. In the view it get the home function and it checks that it's render to app/index.html. Then it displays the HTML page, this index.html page. Now in the terminal, to run our project, put the command in python manage.py run server, then hit enter. It will give us the link, the server link. After clicking on the server link, the server will run and we can see our project. See, welcome to Tech Zone. This is our project, perfectly displaying in the output.